Hello friends, and welcome to the NVIDIA DGX Spark setup series blog. In the first video, we set up our DGX Spark machine. In the second video, we installed a few basic apps such as a screenshot tool. The goal of this blog series is to set up 25 plus application across 10 different categories before we start fully utilizing this machine as a complete AI data center. Now in this video today, we are going to cover following application on our DGX Spark. We are going to learn how to do image editing using GIMP or GIMP software. We'll learn about audio recorder using simple audio recorder or Audacity. We'll learn some other tools like screen recording, Kazam and OBS Studio. And we are going to talk about the browser like Firefox, Chrome, Atlas, Comet, DuckDuckGo and Brave. And finally, we are going to end this video with an overview about video editing software called Kdenlive. So let's get started. The powerhouse for image editing on DGX Spark is GIMP. GIMP stands for GNU Image Manipulation Program, your go-to free alternative to fancy Photoshop editor like Photoshop. So if you're new to DGX Spark Ubuntu setup, GIMP lets you create, edit, and tweak images right on this AI beast. Now, first of all, installation is breeze. You can open a terminal window or you just go to the software application, or in the terminal window, just type sudo apt update, and then you install sudo opt install GIMP. Hit enter, type your password, and boom, it's ready to enter, is ready for use in less than a minute. You can launch it from the application menus as well. Now, once you're in the application, the first top 3 features is going to blow your mind. 1, layers. You can stack images like pancakes for pro level compositing without messing up the original. Second is the tons of filters and effect. So from blurs to color tweaks, all drag and drop, easy. Now, third option is the customizable brushes and tools for everything from digital painting to precise retouching. So why would someone want to use GIMP on DGX Spark? It's totally free, open source, and leverages your system's power for a smooth handling of huge files. It's perfect for AI generated art experiment as well. And you don't need any subscription, absolutely it's free. That says it has also got some downside. So for example, interfaces can be a bit overwhelming at first if you're a total beginner, and these buttons look like a spaceship, but there are tutorials everywhere. Alright, so let's move on to audio recording apps. So on your terminal window, type sudo apt install audio recorder, or go to your apps, search for sound recorder, find it in your applications as audio recorder. Choose the app to install, enter your password and install. Launch it and hit record. It's all set. Now we are talking about audio recorder application here. It's a super straightforward tool for grabbing voice notes, podcast or system sounds on your Ubuntu powered AI. It's a very simple application, no frill, no rig. It's just reliable recording for beginners. Now, one of the key features I like about this application, number 1, is a that simple GUI application. Pick your mic, set quality and go. It supports the studio for the fuller sound. And number 2, what I like about it, it auto saves in formats like MP3 or WAV file, and with an easy to export to your desktop. And the best of, number 3, you can pause it, resume it without losing quality. It's great for long sessions. So you're going to love it on DGX Spark machine, because it's very lightweight application, runs silently in the background, and it pairs perfectly with your any of the audio task without hogging the resources. Now there is another free audio editing app called Audacity. This is more of an audio editing studio than a mere sound recorder on DGX Spark. You can install it through applications menu. So just go to the application menu and search for Audacity, hit install, and that's it, boom. Now this has more feature than a simple audio recorder. So if you want to install it through terminal, just type sudo apt update and sudo apt install Audacity. Now what I like about Audacity is the top features is like it has one and multi-tracking editing. You can include the layered voices. You can include music effects like a pro. Now there are 2 built-in effects library like noise reduction and noise compression. Now even reverb for the polishing. So these easy, and finally when you're done, you can easily export it to MP3 or WAV file with visual waveforms to spot the issues. Now, why should I use it, putting it on DGX Spark? Because there's a cloud platform, it handles high resolution audio smoothly. So thanks to your NVIDIA muscle on this machine. And it's perfect for tweaking AI generated speech or music without breaking the bank. Kazam is our pick for a no hassle screen recorder on DGX Spark Ubuntu. It installs in seconds. So go to your terminal, sudo apt install Kazam, done. What stands out like is one click start, records video, audio, and even mouse click for clear guides. And it provides 2 flexible formats like MP4 or WebM with adjustable frame rates, 3 lightweight countdown and hotkeys to pause anytime. Now on DGX Spark is a win-win situation because it sips resources, letting your AI task come along and export quick for YouTube uploads, ideal for sharing our setups. Now what is the catch? Catch is there is no webcam overlay, no face cam. Otherwise, it's a simple joy to work with. When you need more than a simple screen recorder, sudo apt install OBS Studio, or you can launch it from the menu. OBS Studio is for pro streaming and recording on DGX Spark or any Ubuntu machine. Now OBS Studio is an open broadcaster software, is a free beast for recording and streaming gameplay, tutorials, or AI sims on your Spark setup. It's Ubuntu ready and is endlessly customizable. There is a steep learning curve so that you can get your familiarized for all the feature what it delivers. But the top perks is one multi-source mixing, layer webcam, screen audio like TV studio, 2 plugin galore for effects, transition, and even chat overlays. You can do so many things just more than a simple screen recording. That it is very feature-rich applications here. You can even direct streaming to Twitch or YouTube with zero lag on your powerful hardware. So why it rocks on DGX Spark? It handles 4K flawlessly with NVIDIA acceleration. And first of all, it's free forever. And you can scale it from the Nubia clips to a pro broadcast, no questions asked. Now, the only problem is it has a very steep learning curve. So all those panels can feel dizzy for first timers, but once you get used to it, I can assure you there's no going back. You'll always be using OBS Studio for any of the screen recording or broadcasting. Let's quickly talk about using web browser on your Spark machine. I'm sure you already have your favorite and there are many choices available to you. So first is Firefox. This is the privacy first browser on DGX Spark, and it's the Mozilla's free open source browser that's all about keeping your browsing private and speedy on Ubuntu. It's a pre-installed on your Ubuntu machine. The top 3 features I like about this: it has enhanced tracking, production blocks, ads and trackers, fingerprinters, automatically for a cleaner experience. Second, the container. Container tabs lets you isolate sites like shopping or work to prevent cross-tracking. And number 3 is syncing. You can sync across devices, keeping bookmark, password and tabs seamless. One downside I don't like the syncing feature a lot. If you're mixing Snap and Deb versions, sticking to one fixes it quickly. Option number 2 is Google Chrome. That's a speed king browser on DGX Spark. And it comes from Google, the ultra-fast extension-packed browser. The only catch is some people say, the privacy watchdog people say it tracks more than the alternatives. So you should tweak settings and extension to lock it down. And make sure that you update the setting to make it more private and secure to you. Option number 3 is Atlas, the AI-powered ChatGPT browser on DGX Spark. Unfortunately, it's only available on Mac OS. I haven't tried to download an image and make it work on Ubuntu yet, and perhaps I will wait for an official release from OpenAI. That comes to our option number 4, Comet AI. That's from Perplexity, the agentic AI assistant browser on DGX Spark. Unfortunately, like Atlas, this is another AI browser, but it's not available on Ubuntu yet. And I'm going to wait for an official release from the Perplexity in near future. That brings to my next favorite, DuckDuckGo. This is the privacy champion browser on any other browser. So unfortunately, it is not available as a full browser. You can download it as an extension. So you can have that extension plugged into your Firefox. What it's going to do, this certainly helps when you want to block ad and tracking on your search. Finally, the best of all, Brave. This is the browser I trust, the ad blocking speedster on DGX. So this is a Chromium based privacy beast. It blocks ads by default. And the top perks, what I like about it, number 1, it shields the block trackers and ad. So this is your go-to browser if you're looking for privacy. Number 2, it gives you a small little reward. You can earn cryptocurrency for privacy respecting ads. And number 3, the syncing and vertical tabs for organization private browsing. That's pretty much it on the browser side. Finally, we are going to talk about video editing on DGX Spark machine. So if you're looking for pro editing app, unfortunately DaVinci Resolve, it doesn't work on the ARM architecture machine, so it's not supported on the DGX Spark yet. Your next best choice on this machine is using Kdenlive for video editing. It's very fun and easy software. As you can see, you can drag and drop the different timelines. You can work on the magic proxy clips. You can create your own proxy clips here. You can cut the timeline like a ninja. Cutting is very, very smooth. You want to trim your video clip, thus you can do it easily. You can also add music and voiceovers. You can drag your MP3 or .wav file, work with those voiceover files here. You can also add more effects, cool transitions, or you don't need to have an extraordinary skills to work on the transition. You can work on the fade in, dissolve, or wipe like a structure. Okay, you can also add the text. So The only difference is you can have to create a new clip called a title clip, and there you can add your own text. You can also animate the text the way you like it. You'll have full control over the animation. You can also fix the colors with one click. You can adjust the brightness, color balance, and all those fancy features. And finally, when you're ready, you can render it to any YouTube or Instagram or whatever platform you're targeting to. You can also export it in different options. For example, you can make a 4K video, 2K video, or 1080 pics. Okay, why I like Kdenlive on DGX Spark? First of all, it's 100% free, and your NVIDIA GPU speeds up previews and export. It works perfectly with your OBS Studio, Audacity, and GIMP files you already made. No internet is needed. Everything you can run it locally. The only problem is you have to download the fancy codecs to make it work, and there's no team collaboration yet. And perhaps like sometimes the buttons and timelines may feel a little clumsy. I think that's pretty much it. That's all I wanted to cover from the video perspective.